Citizen-centric to me simply means the atmosphere in which citizens can come forward, feel comfortable to share their opinions, feeling that they have been heard, and it is part of all of the inputs that a community shared best vision moving forward is made. So citizen-centric is an ingredient that has to be there. It has to be effectively managed and used as intended by the people that put the work in to come in and share their opinion. So key ingredient to moving forward as far as I'm concerned.
Citizen-centric, to me, actually takes on a different connotation because we were elected to represent you. So the citizen input is there based on the values that you chose to cast your vote for us. So citizen-centric, in my opinion, isn't just really having citizen input there. That's a given. We have many areas in our town processes that allow for the citizen input. We meet one-on-one in addition to coming out to organizations like Sun City and speaking to you directly. But what it means is, how can we best serve you, the citizen, and provide basic services at an affordable cost and yet keep your cost of living low? Let's face it, this is the worst recession in the history of the United States. And right now, your dollar that you pay into for all the things that you get for the town of Oro Valley is not a true dollar. Because we've been very pointed, because we've had a very laser-like focus on the direction that we've had in supporting small business and supporting partnerships, right now roughly 32 cents of every dollar comes from an outsider. And so my goal over the next 4 years is to be citizen-centric and not have to make you pay more out of pocket, because it's still a very precarious economy. We're nowhere near out of the recession yet. And so citizen-centric to me is supporting those small businesses because we rely on sales tax. It's not going out with a tape measure and saying business is bad, we don't want partnerships, we don't want to basically partner with you, we want to do it on our own. There's 3 individuals on the last 3 council meetings that have been an advocate of talking about taxes, including property tax. And I will tell you, in the absence of supporting small business and supporting those things that's going to take to increase our sales tax revenue, you are headed down toward a property tax if I don't get elected, or Mary Lou or Joe don't get elected, and we don't continue this forward progress.
Mary Schneider.
Citizen-centric seems to be a local term that's been invented and used. I don't really know how to describe citizen-centric. What I use is citizen-focused when I make my decisions. Focusing on what residents tell me is important. There's plenty of opportunity to get citizen input, as Dr. Hiremath has said. At council meetings, we have 2 calls to the audience where people can come in and make any comment that they wish. We have public hearings about items on the agenda. Public is invited to make comment. Oftentimes at council meetings, we'll have an item that is not a public hearing, but we have a number of people show up, and that is to council's discretion whether or not to accept public comment if we're following Robert's Rules of Orders, which we're required to do, and we do that. Sometimes someone will want something heard at a council meeting, and it isn't following the proper protocol, and therefore we're not able to allow it because we follow Robert's Rules of Order. I've made myself and current people on council here have made themselves very available in the community. And we attend a number of organizations. We listen to the residents. They write to us. We reply to them. So it's citizen-focused is how I would say that we need to make sure that we're listening to the voices of the community, listening to our residents, and giving our citizens the level of services that they demand. Thank you.
Don Bristow.
Well, seeing it appears that I'm the one who has been using the term citizen-centric, I guess I'm in the best position to define what I think it is. Number one, I think it's that the citizens should be heard, and not only heard, because hearing the citizen doesn't mean anything. How do you react to what you hear? Do you accept what they hear? Do you ask questions and understand what they're trying to tell you? That's one part of being citizen-centric. Another part is being concerned about how the town is being run and bringing in all the parties to give input. We need to do more. We need more input from the citizens. 3 minutes to talk at a council meeting on a subject, while those who may have a different opinion because they're the one proposing it gets unlimited time. It even gets time to then come back and rebut what the citizen says in 3 minutes. It's not very citizen-centric. You're shutting the citizens out of the true discussion, and that needs to be corrected. We need to correct things that are if you're citizen-centric, you don't put things on the consent agenda that the citizens can't respond to, like Rosemont Mine situation, where the room was full of people wanting to talk and the council wouldn't allow them to talk. And it goes into even the citizen-centric is looking at how's the future of the town going to be for the town, for the citizens of the town. Are we making decisions that are for the citizens, not for the builders, not for the developers? At the end of the day, everything should come down to the citizen having the last word, as long as it's obviously within the realms of the laws and the guidelines of the town. Thank you.
Joe Hornan.
I think for me, let me give you an example of what citizen-centric is. It's a code we have called neighborhood meetings, which means that people get to see a project before even the town sees it as a pre-application. Talk about citizen-centric, we listen to those things, we make the developer understand what the citizens expect. We expect them to do mitigation as to buffering. We expect them to understand single-story houses versus two-story houses in adjacent properties. That's citizen-centric. We talk about the commissions that we have, the boards that we have that recommend things to council. That's part of citizen-centric. We talk about the Water Utility Commission and the hearings they have as to water. We talk about the rates that we charge for water. All of that is with citizen input. We have commissions for the Naranja Park site. We have commissions for Steam Pump Ranch. We have commissions who have commissions. So it is listening, and we do understand that, we do listen. And as far as 3 minutes goes, council@ormovalleyaz.gov. We get a lot of emails. It's not just the 3 minutes. We meet with a lot of people outside of that meeting. We meet with them before. We meet with them at commission meetings. We meet with them at board meetings. I've never seen a council that is so engaged and out there in the community where people can make their needs aware. Thank you.
Lou Waters.
Well, citizen-centric to me is a time-honored political code in Oro Valley for anti-business growth parks. I heard one last week of why are we building multi-use fields? What about the seniors? Well, we're listening to all comments, but as Mr. Bristow should know, because he already told us he's on the Your Voice, Our Future committee, some of the things being asked for, a complete community with a broad range of shopping, dining, and opportunities to gather. Those wishes of our citizens includes working with developers and planners and all the people who are looked on derisively by the citizen-centric folks that I've encountered. Grow the number of high-quality employment opportunities. That will require developers creating the space to accommodate the high-tech workers who will be moving into Oro Valley to help us fulfill the promise of Innovation Park. And that operation is going on right now with the rental facilities along Oracle Road who will house those high-end employment opportunities. It's all part of a piece, and it's all very well thought out. Joe and I were at a neighborhood meeting just last night. And our neighborhood meetings, which were created by this council, is to hear what the citizens have to say about planning in their neighborhoods or their areas, and we get a chance to hear what they have to say before it even gets to us. Sometimes mitigation takes place, and that's part of the plan too. Thank you.